Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello. Welcome to Tergar International and this very special Buddhist marquee event today. So with us is Tsoknyi Rinpoche, who's going to be teaching on Befriending Your Beautiful Monsters, a guide to emotional well-being. So I'm going to hand over to Tim Olmsted shortly from Tergar International, who'll be introducing Rinpoche. But before we do that, I'm just going to go through some of the Zoom and the YouTube features. So my name's Jenny. I'm a member of the Tergar International staff, and I'm here with Daniel and Jiva, who are supporting behind the scenes today. So we have over 10,000 people registered for this event. Some of you will be watching the recording, so hello to you. And some of you are watching in English on YouTube. And some of you are on Zoom with interpretation. So we've got 6 different languages available. So Jiva is going to show a slide now. So if you are on Zoom and you need to access interpretation, then you can see there if you've got a computer, there should be a globe sign. Or if you're on a phone or another device, just look for the 3 dots, click on there and you can choose your language. If you're on Zoom and you've got any technical questions, you can also use the Q&A box, which is on that the same function line as the interpretation. So please, any technical questions, you can ask us there. If you have, Rinpoche is going to teach for about 45 minutes, an hour, and then there's going to be a chance for you to submit your questions. So there'll be a Q&A. So if you want to submit a question, so don't do that by the Q&A box down the bottom there. We're inviting you to scan this QR code that you can see on your screen now, or there'll be a link on the link in the chat bar. So you should be able to see there. So click on there and submit your question. So we're anticipating there'll be an awful lot of questions from you. So a tip for you is if you keep your question short and concise and related to the topic that Rinpoche is going to be teaching on today, and that will hopefully ensure your question might get answered in amongst them. So that's nearly it from me. We're just going to find out a poll question for people on Zoom to see which language you're listening in. So Jiva's going to share that on the screen now. I think. Maybe Jiva or Daniel. Okay, I can't see. There's the poll question. So it's always good to know which languages you are listening in on. And if you're on YouTube, you can just tell people where you are right now in the chat. So we've got interpretation in Chinese, Russian, Spanish, French, and German today. Oh, and another one, Portuguese. You see, yeah. So you can see there's 839 people on Zoom today. Just let that poll run a wee bit longer. Okay, so there's 38% of you are listening in English in Zoom, 32% of you are in Chinese, 11% of you are listening in Russian, 4% Spanish, 3% French, and 5% in German. Oh, and 7% in Portuguese. So thank you for helping. This helps for future events so that we can offer languages in your language. So that's nearly it from me, and I'm going to hand over now to Tim Olmsted, who is going to introduce Rinpoche. So I want to say a few words about you, Tim, before we start. So Tim is a founding member of Tergar International, much loved teacher within the community, known for his clarity and warmth when he's sharing the teachings. So, Tim, I'm delighted that Tim's here with us today because he's so deeply connected with Tsoknyi Rinpoche and Mingyur Rinpoche's family. And for some time, he and his family were living in Kathmandu, where he was receiving teachings for 12 years from Tulku Urgyen Rinpoche, the father of Tsoknyi Rinpoche and Mingyur Rinpoche. And if you've been to any of Tim's teachings, you'll know that he can just tell the most wonderful stories about that time. So I would highly recommend, joining Tim at some point. And that's it, Tim. I will hand over to you. It's my honor to pass over to you so that you can introduce Rinpoche.
Thank you so much, Jenny, and greetings, Rinpoche, and greetings, everybody online from around the world. And so I'd like to take a minute to just welcome you to today's conversation with Tsoknyi Rinpoche. And for those of you who haven't met Tsoknyi Rinpoche, I'd like to just say a few words. Tsoknyi Rinpoche was born in Nubri in the remote highlands of Nepal, of northern Nepal, just near the border with Tibet in 1966. And as you probably know, he's the son of the great Dzogchen master Tulku Urgyen Rinpoche and the brother of Mingyur Rinpoche and Tsoknyi Rinpoche. At the age of 8, Rinpoche was recognized by His Holiness the 16th Gyalwang Karmapa as the reincarnation of Drupwang Tsoknyi Rinpoche II. At the age of 13, Rinpoche began his formal training at Kampagar Monastery in Tashijong in India. His teachers included some of the most renowned masters of Tibet, including Khampa Rinpoche, his father Tulku Urgyen Rinpoche, Dilgo Khyentse Rinpoche, Nushoken Rinpoche, and Adi Rinpoche. Rinpoche is the spiritual head of 2 nunneries in Nepal, as well as one of the largest nunneries in Tibet. He also heads more than 50 practice centers and hermitages with over 2,000 nuns and 900 monks in Nanshan in the eastern region of Tibet. Rinpoche lives in Nepal, just near Mingyur Rinpoche's Ursuline Monastery, with his wife Chimela and his 2 daughters whenever they're in town. His center, Yeshe Yongsel in Creston, Colorado, is his seat in the West. Rinpoche is the author of 4 wonderful books: Open Heart, Open Mind, Carefree Dignity, Fearless Simplicity, and Why We Meditate. Rinpoche has also created a wonderful online program, Fully Being, exploring groundedness, essence love, and natural clarity. Rinpoche is deeply committed to his humanitarian and educational endeavors. Through the Pundarika Foundation, Rinpoche works to preserve Buddhist wisdom while expanding access to education and practice for all who are interested. His life and work embody a bridge between ancient contemplative traditions and the realities of modern human existence. So with that, I'd like to invite Rinpoche to teach us.
Thank you, both of you. Happy to be part of this program. Today's, as you know, the topic is beautiful monsters. So 2 words. Please keep in your mind. Can you hear also beautiful, not only the monsters? So I will remind all of us, beautiful monsters, not ugly monsters. So when I say monsters here, means mostly related with the feeling worlds. As we all know, there's a cognitive, mind-based phenomena and the feeling-oriented somatic body and the subtle body-based world. So tonight's topic mostly related with the subtle body, part of the distorted element of the feelings. The subtle body is more than mind and less than body, is in between. It need to be very healthy. Most of us, when we were born, it was quite healthy, and due to the many external conditions, environments, I think we carry some distorted, unhealthy imprint with our nadi, which is channels in Tibetan. I think very subtle nervous system carries some injured blockages related with some feelings. And I think we know this very well. And then over the years of that, it's become part of our second nature. And that distorted feeling influence our cognitive decisions, clarity, and also this distorted feeling also connected with our core identity that we think and we believe that is me, but actually it's not me. It's just sort of went wrong. So it can be revived, can be healed, can be healthy. So I think we have a lot of books about how to transform our blockages related with nadi. And second distorted area is this prana. Prana means moving elements in our feeling or external world. In Vajrayana Buddhism, every movement is connected with prana. Can be external, can be internal. So this movement is moving very fast in our modern culture. By external force, natural movement become distorted. And that is called lung or prana distorted. And this distortion also can be one of the beautiful monsters. The first one, as we all know, unhealthy imprints in the channels. Second one, which is unnecessarily we feel speedy, restless. Eventually, it can be a chronic problem. And we also identified this is the real time. I need to be rushed. I don't enjoy present moment because the real life is in the next one. So why not we jump to the next one? And when we reach to the next one and then another next one, so we will never able to be here in the present moment. Although everything happening in the present moment, while we are planning in the future, but the planner is planning in the present moment, if we are not aware of that, if we are not be with that, and we never be in the moment. Although we are in the moment, but we are trying to escape or rush to the next one. So eventually we believe that that is the actual reality and that I am or I need to be speed up. And we cannot see that is the distorted. And we start to believe that is actually our real life. And that I call is beautiful, one of the beautiful monsters. And this is very much happening nowadays because from childhood until now, everybody says, do fast, go fast, think fast, move fast. And then at the same time, some measures come. And if you don't rush, if you don't catch, if you don't run, you might not get. So running, catching, jumping is the life. And then you will be okay. If you don't do anything, you are not okay. I want to be okay. I have to go to the next one. And that is speeding up. And I think I see so many, my friends, my students, children's burnout by this distorted master, beautiful master. It is not in the reality. It is something distorted. So there's a way, if we realized, if we take care that, we will bring into the right speed limit. The feeling world's speed limit. Usually I call 3 types of speed limits. Cognitive thinking based, fast speed is wonderful. Someone make joke, you laugh immediately, not after few seconds. Thinking fast, wonderful. And moving, physical moving fast, not distorted way, but fast enough is wonderful. But restless feeling is sort of pushing you. If you want to clean house, it might take 3 hours, but within the 3 hours, the feeling is time to ask you to clean soon as possible and go to the next one. But you have to spend your physical time 3 hours. The physical requirements need to be there 3 hours. And mind knows that, but the feelings start to feel restlessness. So the burnout is not by our burnout, is by how speeding in the feeling world, how much the prana distorted. So there's a way, if I have a time, I can share with you that. Third one is disconnected with essence love or bindu. Nadi, prana, bindu is part of the subtle body element. Cognitive mind, physical body, there is a subtle body. The bindu is the drop of love, is the energy in whole your body, that kind of spark, spontaneous, laughing, warm heart is sparking all over your body, especially in the central channels. It goes to whole your body. When we are young, we all have that beautiful joy without any external reasons. Just happy. Happy without reason, joyful without reason. And I think we lost that connection. That we lost that warmth. We lost that smile without particular reason. So I want all of my students, friends, to connect with that basic well-being, bindu, essence love, a slightly joy. Underneath, it carries some form of okayness. I'm okay. Okay for what? No reason. I'm not saying there's everything will be okay. There's not okay also. And there's a double okay also. But I'm not counting that we all know. But there is a birthright well-being, part of our inner bindu, and that circulation is blocked by either speediness or some heavy imprints block the channels. So that bindu sparking, moving through whole your body without any reason, just okay, well-being, very fine, that is disconnected. Opposite of essence love is hollow. Without any reason, you feel some hollow inside. That is the sign. Your family is fine. Your livelihood is okay. Maybe you have some dharma also. good friend, but beneath of all of that, there's something is missing. Something saying that it's not okay. Do something. Become something. Bring something from outside. Buy something. Do some special makeup. You are not okay. I think that is a very wrong message. You are okay in the deeper part of your being. But sometimes you are not okay. But not okay should not kill this essence of love okayness. Should not okay, you should work with that from that ground of well-being. Happy with the reason, why not, if we have a chance? Bring in all the happiness in the world, but try not to ignore that gentle joy, happy without reason, birthright. We have a birthright of balance. I think we distorted that. So trying to bring that very gentle voice in the feeling. I'm not saying in the cognitive. Cognitively, you think, yeah, I have enough money, I have a saving, I have a few cows that I can milk every year. I have a good saving, good holy cow, so I can milk every year 100 and 200,000. That is enough for me. You know, okay, my life is good, I did good, blah, 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 did. But then when you close eyes, something in deep down, disconnected, numbness. Something is hollow inside. Why? I think we have to be aware of that hollow. We have to aware of speediness. We have to aware of beautiful monsters, whatever is there. I mentioned 3, but there's a more. I think the major one is connected with channels, one is connected with the prana, one is connected with the bindu. Healthy bindu, unhealthy bindu. Healthy prana, unhealthy prana. Healthy nadi, unhealthy nadi. All these are learned habitual pattern, not by past life. I think it's from the day we were born, and sometimes we are connected with the healthy, sometimes we are connected with the unhealthy. So where we want to transform is my way of doing is, I think we have to drop the thinking mind. Mind need to help to transform, but we have to find the right set of the mind. Mind, I mean cognitive mind, expresses 4 different ways. One is thinking mind. One is a knowing mind, the simple mind. You look at me, I look at you. If I know you before, I immediately know, yeah, this is Tsoknyi Rinpoche. Definitely, I will know this is Mingyur Rinpoche. I don't need to think him. When I look at the trim, I know him, trim. I don't need to think, is this a trim or not? At least he put a lot of beard, white and blue and red, long beard and long hair. Then I have to think. But otherwise, I know because I know before already. So we use this mind quite a lot, knowing mind, simple knowing mind. Then if I need to know more about Mingyur Rinpoche, then I have to think because I'm not seeing at that moment. So we use thinking mind. Thinking mind is healthy if we think properly. But then next to the thinking mind, there's another mind called thoughts. Just thoughts pop up. Rush hour thought, connected with a speedy lung or any kinds of thought pop up. So that's also okay. The most important one is the fourth one, awareness. Knowing, thinking, or thought, then the awareness. So we have to invite awareness, drop the thinking mind, and the knowing mind and awareness mind turn inside a little bit, not this way. First you know, and within the knowing, you're aware of that knowing. And the knowingness, awareness become one. And you're aware of your feeling. Again and again. I don't care what kind of feeling you are connecting. Body sensation, subtle body, emotional mind, emotional feeling, or subtle body feeling. Keep aware of that. Again and again. Some of my friends says, I don't feel anything. Aware of that. That is feeling. Feeling of not feeling is also feeling. I don't feel anything means you know, you're aware of your not feeling. So stay in that feeling. Joyful feeling, hurtful feeling, wounded feeling, essence love feeling, hollow feeling, regret feeling, or grateful feeling. All sorts of feeling happens in the feeling worlds. Sometimes if a thought comes, aware of the thought, so that my way of transforming through meeting. Two worlds need to meet. The cognitive world and the feeling world need to meet. I call handshake practice. The feeling world, the mind world. From the mind world, thinking will drop into the body, and the knowing and awareness, aware of your feeling world. That is a meeting point. Two hand meets. And then next, after meeting, is being. Be with what kind of feeling is okay. Positive, negative, joyful, not joyful, doesn't matter. Whatever is louder, stay with that. Whatever is making more noise, stay with that. And then, please look at me. I know you're looking at me, I hope. I'm not that beautiful, but I think you're looking at me now. So one hand is not moving. One hand moving, not moving up to itself. So being means this one. This hand of the cognitive mind. This is the hand of the feeling mind. See, look at. Not doing this. Not going this. Not ignore this. Or not trying to fix this. So with a kind and compassion. Even the feeling hand trying to hit you, you gently go back. And this change. Some other feeling comes, brown one, and you handshake that also. And this one change. The fear of the feeling slowly go. Then anger comes. And the mind also, awareness stay with anger, with the kind and loving. Because we suppress, we hold. Anger feeling trying to change, but the cognitive clinging trying to hold on that. Then we are not helping it to transform. The mind is not helping it to change. So you cling, glue. So now this one is not doing anything except being with that. That's why my program called Fully Being. Fully be whatever arises with that. Trust. It has a beautiful side. It has the illumination side. It has the emptiness, openness side. And once you transform that, wow, we learn so much from it. I learned so much from my masters. I learned so much from my other friends' masters. Learn means I understand. Once you understand, you will have sympathy. Once you have a sympathy, you will have compassion. Not down-looking compassion. Because I had that, you have that. Wow, this is not your problem. This is not my problem. It is conditional. Situation happened like that. Even some heart imprints connected with your parents, but it's not really their problem. Their monster making their problem. I don't think so. Any parents in the world, when you're conceived by the parents, they think, okay, mommy, daddy, we will give birth one child. The day the child come out, we will screw up our child's life. I don't think so. Any parent didn't think about that. Mostly they want to raise their children beautifully. But some, of course, accidentally happen. But still they want to raise. Your mother is not a Tara. Your father is not a Jesus. If Jesus, Tara, give birth to you, and then some that didn't treat well, then you have a right to accuse. But they have their own baggage. You have to look into their motivation, not how they condition things. So you will know whom to blame. You blame to no one. It's a situation. It's Buddhists called samsara. So you understand that you will have compassion to your parents, to your friend, to your children. Maybe children complain to you. It's not your problem. Maybe something went not okay with the children. It wasn't your intention. So because of we understand the mechanism and we start to release identity and grasping around that, because it is changing and we know it's not you. And what is that? It is leftover imprint. I call is a residue of past. Who put it that? Situation. Whom to blame? No one. Blame to samsara. So you understand, wow, there's so many beautiful things comes once you open up that. I'm not saying everything is beautiful, but it can be beautiful once we transform it. When I say transform, we don't need to transform 100%. There's no 100% transformation. 80% is good enough. I have a few traumas, few beautiful masters. I think it transformed up to 80% right now. So I'm happy with the 80%. I count 80% is 100%. So be with that, with the kind, compassion, understanding, no blame to no one. Eventually, we will get some special feeling, guts kind of feeling, grounded feeling. Oh, I don't need to scare of my imprints. I don't need to scare of my restlessness. I know how to calm. Not calm in the mind, calm in the feeling. Oh, I know my authentic, natural, intrinsic love is activating now throughout of my body. Now I can love, to the world. I can love, I can receive love. My love was broken before, but that broken love is the conditional love, not the innate internal love. So if I stay more in this essence love, I can heal the imprint of broken love, wounded love, so I can love more. Otherwise, you carry that imprint, cannot trust anyone. And that is very lonely inside when you lost the trust to the other human beings. So how to regain your trust? Connect with your basic nature, well-being of essence love. Go back to the technique. So stay with that. This one is moving, but this one is not moving. So the 4 key points. Thank you. What should we do now? Keep speaking or, yeah? So all this time, they didn't record at all? No? Okay. It's a distorted one. Distorted lady. Joking. So the 4 key points of handshake practice. I think I spoke 2 hands, I think quite a lot. The hand of the mind, hand of the feelings. The mind has the 4 knowing, thinking, and thoughts, and awareness, and clarity. So we are not talking about clarity. So we're talking about 2 things, knowing and awareness. Feeling has 3 levels. One is sensational, body-based feeling. Then there's an emotional feeling, which is a reaction towards to anything. Emotion, from my point of view, is a reaction towards to something, like or dislike, pleasant, unpleasant. According to that, we have a reaction, emotions. Then there is a subtle body feeling, healthy, unhealthy, related with nadis, imprints, and speediness, and bindu, essence love, or hollow. So whatever experiences come, awareness and knowingness, to know, to aware, and eventually if you can feel your feeling, this is the most important one. Knowing your feeling is good, but at the end, you have to feel your feeling. It's not good enough, I know my feeling. Many people mistake there, I know my feeling. And that is still part of cognitive. I feel my feeling. then is part of subtle body. But how do you achieve I feel my feeling? We need help from knowingness and awareness to start to feel any form of feeling. Keep doing that. One day you feel your feeling. You know your feeling. You're aware of your feeling. And the special things, I feel my feeling. When you have that, then you have one support from the feeling world. And that feeling feels feeling. So that feeling, kind of feeling, one special feeling feels the feeling, and that feeling will connect with the understanding from the mind. And the right understanding will carry by your special feeling, and then that feeling heals your unhealthy feeling. Otherwise, the mind will ask, oh, no problem. This is in print. You don't need to scare. It's okay. Everything is fine. But that message does not reach into the feeling world. It still stays in the cognitive. The cognitive mind is sending. The cognitive mind is deciding. Cognitive mind is becoming bossy. Is no problem. But the problem is in the feeling. So feeling need to feel I'm okay. Not the mind says you're okay. We are stuck there. I don't know if it makes sense to you or not. Teaching to the Western world about 30 years, my conclusion is the feeling is still not feeling that I'm okay. I'm okay, feel by feeling, not I'm okay by the mind. And most of our education is trying to make you understand. But understanding is the mind, which is very helpful. Of course, we need that. But we cut off between the feeling world and the cognitive world. You can function in your head. When you go to the office, I think your calculation is quite good, but your being is completely messed up. Your feeling is completely messed up, but your head still carrying your job. Eventually, the feeling will disturb your head also. So how to feel well? How to be healthy in the subtle body, in your basic well-being, in the guts, in the feeling. And that is, I think now, from my point of view, is very important. So I create this handshake practice. 4 keys of handshake practice. Once you're connected with the mind and feeling, not in the head. Oh yeah, you can do this. Oh, I'm connected with my feeling. I'm connected with my thought. It's still thinking. This doesn't count. Oh, I am relaxing in my couch. Oh yeah, my body is grounded on the earth. You're still thinking. This is not. You have to feel your body is on the ground. You have to feel your well-being in your nectar in your heart. Not like, oh, I'm thinking everything is beautiful. Wow, what is fantastic. Oh, we are very lucky. It's just another thought. That message, the sweet, it does not taste by the throat, heart. The old time, the body and mind are not that much disconnected. The modern life, somehow we push so much on the mind, and the feeling world's left out, and the feeling world no idea, and they start to become numb. And we emphasize so much on the mind-based education. And mind is smart now, but smart without body. And the body is making problem. So you have to be very kind to the feeling world. Body means feeling world. So come back to the feeling world. This is how much beating you, moving, doesn't matter. Stay with that, stay with that. That is being. The being has 4 key points. First, not suppress. Second, not indulging. Indulging means you're moving with the beautiful master. Means you are supporting. You are not supporting wrong things, but you are not giving harsh or difficult to the beautiful master. Just be in your place with the feeling. No suppressing, not indulging. And when the beautiful master is very difficult here, but your mind ignore somewhere. Wow, there's a blue mountain. Wow, yellow cloud. That is you're ignoring. Even the Buddhist practice can be like this. You are very so much things happening. You say, oh, manavema, 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 manavema. It's just ignoring. Or stupid meditation. Like make everything very dull, almost like a sleepy, but inside something is not right. You don't want to know. You don't want to aware. You make yourself very dull, but not sleep, not dead yet, but almost there. Ignorance is the bliss kind of thing. When first time I come to the West, many people practice this dull meditation. But nowadays, I think many great teachers came. I think they're confused which one they should do. They know the dull one is not the right one, but the other one is beginning to shine, the correct meditation. Correct meditation is not escaping, not suppressing, not doing anything. It is allowing everything happening in this present moment of openness. So these 4 things that you are not doing. The last one is trying to fix. Oh yeah, I have an imprint. I have a beautiful monster. Now I have to chant boom mantra. I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to bring something. So always trying to fix. The more you're trying to fix, we are giving a subtle message that you are not okay, and I'm going to fix you by this special program of Tsoknyi Rinpoche Fully Being. In beautiful monster, you wait. I'm going to register the Fully Being course by Tsoknyi Rinpoche. Then you see what you can do. I think end of the course, you will be smashed. If you bring that kind of attitude, then the course will not work. I think I heard Tsoknyi Rinpoche is not giving any hard time, but I think he's trying to celebrate with his beautiful monster and trying to liberate and work together. There is a beautiful side also. Then you are not using as an antidote. We are using as a wise method, special method, but not as an antidote. Antidote has the element of little negative that you are not okay, I'm going to fix you. It's not like that. So anyway, we don't have much time. So we have to be very kind to your feeling world. As Buddha's core teaching is kindness and the wisdom. Actually, beautiful monster needs that. Our head keeps so much harsh, unkind, and over smart. trying to fix beautiful monster by cognitive knowledge, which is important, but kindness is missing. Harsh, smart, trying to fix your old imprint. I don't think so it can. So we need to be patient, kind, welcome to your feeling world, and the face, whatever left over residue, stay with that and let energy open up. You are not opening, it is opening. You are allowing, it is flourishing, like a developing by itself. That kind of manner we need, not like a tough, technical, step by step, frozen, like a machine kind of chemical changing in your body, trying to change imprint or speediness or restore essence life. It will not work. You need a lot of humor. You know humor, yeah? And if you don't know humor, just trying to smile. We call silly, smart smile. Need silly. You lost the childhood silly things. But now you bring that as a special method. It looks silly, but it carries smart. Smart is not smart anymore in the healing world. Smart can be good into the engineering world, but smart is too tight into the feeling or healing world. So you have to be very spontaneous. Just smile. Smile. If someone asks you why you are smiling, you say, I don't know. And they might go, oh, silly man. I say, yes, thank you. I want to hear that. I lost that. I lost that beautiful silly. And just smile. Smile with the breathing in, smile with the breath out. No reason. Of course, there's sometimes smiling with the reason. Yes, of course, your partner brings a beautiful rose flower in the right time. You smile. That is smile with the reason. You can do that also. But smiling with essence love, no reason. Keep smiling. Really, the world needs silly smile. If you can really smile this every day, 20, 30, 40 times, wow. And sometimes you want to smile, but cannot smile. Then you need a handshake practice. Why I cannot smile? Then you will meet your beautiful monsters. Oh, wow. That's the time you need a kindness handshake. Breathe together. And then it will open up. Sometimes it open up, but not essence love. Just free, clear, open. That also one of our homes. We have two homes, home of clarity and home of essence love. Once we have that two, we found our ground. And based on this ground, whatever we do is healthy. Even the spiritual practice can be healthy. Your marriage can be healthy. Parenting can be healthy. Your education can be beneficial. The whole world, the country will not wound it. So many things happening right now. All these sign of something is not happy with themselves. Something is missing innate love. Is hungry. Keep eating plastic. When you don't have an essence love, we want to eat something. But what you're eating is not organic, gluten-free. We eat polluted plastic. So I think the peace need to start from ourselves, particularly from come down. The coming down is not the mind, it's the feeling. When you come down, then connect with essence love, and habitual distorted imprint comes, handshake practice. These three things will save you. When it saves you, it can save some other person. It's a contagious, positive or negative as a contagious. So bring this specially flu virus to the world. Subtle body, enlightened, healthy flu, please bring to the world. And then people start to feel themselves okay. And they will eat less junk stuff. And then internally you grow, not impose on you. There's two kinds of education. One is from organically grow in, one is imposed on you, but both needed nowadays. Organically flourishing inside of you might not make money, but imported from outside, imposed on you, sometimes useful, can make money. So samsara needs money also. You have to live your life. I call social I. Just play with that, but play with the kindness. Everything is a magic. Don't take so serious. But create positive magic to yourself, to others. I call life is a dream, but keep dreaming positive one until dream stops. You are part of the dream. I'm also part of the dream. So hopefully my dream have some impact to your dream, and your dream might impact with some other dreams, because we share one big common dream. But when I experience my dream individually, but we share the same dream. So don't take so serious. Make positive, wonderful dream. Life is not worth it to overly serious. Overly serious makes you uptight. When you're uptight, you squeeze. When you squeeze, the juice gone. Then we become empty toothpaste. When you go into the mountain, push everything, suck, at the end, nothing, just empty toothpaste. So we have to be rich inside also. Thank you. I think it's time for some question and answer. I've been told, my boss told me that.
Okay, Rinpoche.
Yes.
All right. So first question, it says, hello, Rinpoche. Thank you so much for your wonderful teaching. My question is, how can I let go of an unpleasant feeling at a moment when the feeling manifests such strong physical symptoms, for example, dizziness, that my only option is to leave the situation? Thank you.
You can leave situation little bit and slowly come back to the main cause. You have to find which is the cause. You have to fly a little bit, go out, fly, go out, fly. One day you will know. So another one is stay with the dizziness if you can, with a relaxed form. So there's three options. One is being with that. If you can, it will open. One is be next to it. One is stay in the next room, but don't go away from the building.
Okay. Next question. What's the best way to deal with the emotion of loneliness when living alone and not feeling connected as we age?
From my point of view, is essence love. Be proud of feeling loneliness and aware, aware of the loneliness, and then beneath the loneliness, there is essence love, a bindu. And it's trying to come back to bindu again, and practice of silly, smart smile.
Okay.
Keep smiling. Doesn't matter. It is a fake, still okay. Because somehow everything is fake. Why not? We fake one more positive thing.
Next question. What's the best way to deal with the emotion of, are beautiful monsters always emotions that we qualify as negative, such as fear, hatred, disgust, etc.? Can it be positive emotions such as happiness when we fall in love or succeed in a particular challenge?
Of course, positive, but positive I will not call monster. But there's a positive, of course, in general, human has more positive than the difficult one. But we clinged on the difficult side because we've been told life is fantastic, wonderful. Oh, my prince, my princess, you are the best children in the world. All this liar. Then we think we are the prince, or the prince can be a king, queen, and it's not like that. So those things, then we cling like something is wrong with me because I'm supposed to be a king. But now I'm not king, I'm walking in the street. But walking in the street is what's the wrong? It's a beautiful life, you have fresh air. King has a lot of problem. You have an arm, you have a head, you're thinking, your emotion, you have a nice food, spend hours, no need table manner. You can eat, sleep, you can drink beer, you can shout. All this are freedom. King does not have that. But we didn't appreciate that because we cling on something is not right, cling like a rock. There's so many beautiful things we never appreciate. The morning you wake up, did you appreciate the sun? Oh, thank you, sun, you are coming. Did you appreciate your electricity? Did you appreciate your bathroom? But in the bathroom, there's a corner, there's a little blue, green. Oh, my bathroom, there's some green darkness is there, and whole day you're cling on that. But 5 months, the bathroom was perfect, clean, everything good. You never appreciate. But out of 5 months, one day, one hair, someone put some hair not clean. Oh, call police, call ambulance. No joking. Whatever. Then make big deal and then ruin whole your day. So see how much we are not appreciated. Lack of appreciation is missing. but we have more positive things than negative. Look, the news, positive news, almost gone. Positive news does not make any money. See, people like to hear negative things. But there's a lot of good things happening every moment, I'm sure. I'm breathing. No one give this my news. If I die, immediately will news come. When I live, I'm talking, I'm breathing, I'm seeing sun and moon. Wow, my heart is pumping. No one put in the newspaper.
Okay.
Whatever they do, doesn't matter, let them do. But we should appreciate ourselves.
Okay. I am so afraid of my own emotions, like fear, anger, and also my own desire. I end up suppressing them. When they begin, I have fear. How to develop courage to face and befriend intense emotion? Thank you.
So, and I hope that questioner knows my handshake practice. If you don't know, then there is called www. No, joking. So have to handshake the fear instead of desire. What was the number? Desire, anger. What are they?
Desire, how to develop courage to face and befriend intense emotions, fear, anger, and also my own desire. Yeah.
Yeah, I think fear is the most prominent one. So slowly aware of whenever desire comes, the fear jumps in because fear is trying to protect you from not falling into it. And so you have to be very kind to the fear. Fear, thank you. You protect me. You are trying to protect me. And ego also. Ego and fear is trying to protect us. So be very kind to the fear that I know you are trying to protect me. When I encounter with anger or desire, you trying to protect me. So I like to thank you, and I'm okay. The desire and the anger, whatever, is okay. Their nature is also clarity, luminosity. So I will deal with that. So fear start to feel relaxed. Then everything will be opening of the door.
Okay. How to deal with uncertainty while letting go of one's old identity and feelings of loss related to it.
What that mean? So, can you
How,
repeat
how
it?
to deal with uncertainty while we're letting go, and then the fear that comes up from that. Letting go
So
of an old identity.
letting go of the old identity, and that's the fear. Fear will come out of that.
Yes.
You don't need to let you go all of your old identity. Usually we call 4 eyes. The healthy mere eye, and the second one is called like a fixated kind of reified eye, and the third one is called like all about me. So self-centered cherishing eye, and the fourth one is called social eye. I'm a doctor, I'm a teacher, I'm a monk, I'm a nun. So those eyes are relaxed. But basic human being, and I am basic Tsoknyi, it's called mere, mere, gentle eye. You don't need to change that. Keep that, and then other eyes a little bit relaxed. Other eyes are changeable. It's not you. Social eye is changeable. Self-cherishing eye is also changeable. A reify eye is mistaken one because you cannot reify. Everything is moving. How you can be reify? So today you are like that a little bit. Today, tomorrow you are like that a little bit. So all is dancing. So take as a dancing, but within the dance, there's a one principle one based on your your body, your feeling, your emotion, giving name to someone to you, call me Tsoknyi. So someone asks me, are you Tsoknyi? I say yes. Are you real Tsoknyi? Then I say, I don't know. I don't know my real Tsoknyi, there's a real Tsoknyi or not, but I don't care. But this a mere Tsoknyi functions everything. So trust on that. No need to do like completely changing. It's impossible. And this mere I is very healthy. Someone calls you, you have to say yes. Someone calls Tsoknyi Rinpoche, I have to say yes. Someone asks you, is this apple? Yes. And then second time they ask you, is this a real apple? Then all silence.
Okay. Jenny, these questions with an X on the side, those aren't to be asked?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. If you scroll up the spreadsheet, Tim,
Mm-hmm.
and the ones right at the top of the document.
Fine, good one, huh? Joking, anyone is.
Yeah, so
All the
this
way
one
up
is
to
number 9, for instance. Yeah, okay. Hello, Rinpoche. Thank you so much for your wonderful teaching. My question is, how can I let go of an unpleasant feeling at a moment when the feeling manifests such strong symptoms, for example, dizziness, that my only option is to leave the room, to leave the situation?
You asked this already.
Jenny, which one am I on?
Number 8.
I don't have an 8 on mine.
I've just marked it in yellow for you. Row 10.
Number 10?
Mm-hmm.
What's the best way to deal with an emotion of a loneliness when living alone and not feeling connected as we age?
This one didn't ask, but very similar one, no?
So if you scroll up the document, Tim, further up above that one, so there's one about Handshake that was in Portuguese. Do you want me to, shall I read it out while you find the place? That's row 11. How do I deal with the fear of the lower hand covering up the upper hand? I think that's what makes it difficult for me to be with the beautiful monsters.
Yes, can you speak one more time, please? Can
See
you?
it?
Yeah.
So let me mark that one. So it's the one in, I'm going to mark it in yellow for you. Row
No.
11.
Jenny, can you read to me one more time?
Sure. How do I deal with the fear of the lower hand? So covering up the upper hand. So I think that's what makes it difficult to be with my beautiful monsters. So the person has got fear about what's happening with the emotion.
No, you're just aware of the lower hand, but usually the problematic was the upper hand. Upper hand trying to push, trying to go with that, trying to ignore or trying to fix. So this hand, the mind, awareness, just be with the lower hand and let lower hand to free. also okay, not also okay, and beating is also okay. So and at least the one hand is not reacting, and this one is you cannot control at the beginning. Slowly, see, look at my hand. Just open up. Then hello, now befriend. But you want to befriend, this doesn't want to befriend, because this lower hand has a issue of the mind, is always trying to tell what to do, what to not to do. And you are stopping this one. And you're trying to be handshake to the beautiful monster, but the beautiful monster does not believe you. So now you honestly, I want to stay with you. Even you beat me, I'm okay. And then fear comes, say hello to fear. You're trying to protect us, and handshake the fear. Stay with the fear. And then fear was, oh no, it's not working. Another beautiful monster, another thing come, you handshake. I think you have one man beautiful, there's almost 4 or 5 sub-beautiful monster arise within that. So you have to handshake that. Or sometimes you need to handshake the thought also. Thought is spitting, oh, saying bad thing, you have to handshake your mind. Aware of your thought, handshake the thought also. Or aware of thinking, handshake the thinking, relax the thinking. Then come back to the emotional or feeling-based problematic. Your hand, and then when your hand is about to touching, there is sadness will come. Then handshake the sadness. Don't worry about the fear. We don't know which one is your main cause. You think is anger, but usually anger is not the main cause. Anger is kind of bubbling stuff, but the maybe one main cause could be a sadness. Could be a low self-esteem. Could be a shame. Or maybe shame is up there, but maybe deep down, maybe not enough love. We don't know. Maybe the expert therapists, they might know. Sometimes they also don't know, because people don't know themselves, cannot tell properly. So if you want to discover yourself, anything comes, this is a form of disturbance, you're trying to handshake that with love and kindness. And there's a few mantras, but I think too much information. I usually teach this teaching for 3 days, but with 50 minutes, I don't know how I did that. I did it.
Okay. How can we balance fully being with our emotions with the responsibilities of daily life? Sometimes I worry that if I allow myself to feel an emotion, it will take over and I will not be able to complete my responsibilities.
All of that, I think you need a strong awareness. And then another one is clarity that this emotion is coming from distorted imprint or is actually fact-based. It is fact-based, then you have to sort it out, the problem, the fact problem, real problem. But this is not a real problem. It is a habitual pattern in the form of, distorted then I'm reacting to that. So I have a emotional problem. I think we need to have some clarity in the mind. Which one is fact, which one is not the actual fact. This clarity is important if you can. Then once we know that, then that emotional, baseless, habituated kind of emotion, then is a little different way of dealing. So you back of your head that you know this is my leftover residue. Then there's a one mantra I create. It is real but not true. You have to chant this when this kind of emotion comes. It is real, feels real, but it carries a wrong message. It is real but not true. It is real but not true. Chant that mantra time to time. You know, when I was traveling in Malaysia, Twin Tower, a bridge was partly made out of glass. When first time, wow, something happened with me. Then I returned back. Then I check everything. Actually, it's so safer than most of the bridge. So I thought, oh, now I will not have any problem. Because first I had a problem because of uncertainty. Now I know it's so safe. So I went a second time, exactly same thing happened. I could not cross. So I come back. Then, oh, this is not an external problem. It's not a fact problem. It is something inside me. I have a carrying wrong message inside. So I search. Then I found the source. Height problem with me when I was coming from my hometown to Kathmandu. It's a very scary path. So now it's not the fact problem. It is my imprint problem. So I was so happy that I found something inside of me that disturbing me in my life. So then I chant this mantra. It is real, but not true. It feels real because my imprint triggered and it activated and woke up in Malaysia. Usually, I don't stay in the high throne. And people say, oh, Tsoknyi Rinpoche don't like high throne. He's very humble. Actually, it's not. My beautiful monster doesn't like high throne. I like high throne, like up to the sky. But my beautiful monster doesn't like. So I have no idea. So I stay lower throne all the time, feel very safe, lower bed against with the wall, free bed in the middle. I cannot stop. I thought I will fall down. So all this is shaped by my height imprint, making decision of my life. So now I like high throne. I like fly, no problem. I stay high bed in the middle, no problem, because I chant this mantra. It is real, but not true. Feels real, but actually it's not true. You're not going to die in the bridge because you're safe, but you feel like you're going to die. Why? It's imprint. So you have to be very kind to your imprint. Please, imprint, I know it's not your problem. It's not my parents' problem. It's not the path problem. It's situation. It's like that. Oh, so I start to love LOVE. I start to love my unhealthy imprint, that I can work with that. Then a new discovery coming, new beings coming, new beautiful. No, now I'm speaking very fast, not enough time. So, like beautiful things are arising, new experiences. Wow. So now I'm looking in me. Where are the monsters? If I look more, I cannot find nowadays. I think I have a problem. Maybe aging, I don't know. So when I realized I found some beautiful monsters inside of me, I was so excited. Okay, now I'm going to work with that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Rinpoche. I have PTSD that started almost 40 years ago. I know about my feelings from trauma crying, but I feel it's frozen in my body when not crying. I will try to practice what you are teaching. Is there anything else to help the frozenness in the body? Thank you.
PTS, try not to wake up. If sleep, let it sleep forever. Sometime, if we can manage, let it sleep. There's no need to trigger. Like this PTS, I think you manage quite well. It sleep inside of you, in your system. Then you know that they are sleeping. And then above that, you can do practice, you can chant, you can dance, you can live life. But the beneath there is sleeping. But you should be proud of that you put off. Put off, put off. You manage that it is sleeping. Actually, I like sleeping in prince. If we can make it sleep forever, I think it's the best.
Okay.
Mm.
Next, Jenny. Thank you for your teachings, Rinpoche. How can I skillfully use my mind to work with periods of apathy and hollowness, where there is no strong emotion, just a lack of energy and motivation?
Energy and no motivation. I think from my own experience, motivation need to come from inside and from outside also. But if you cannot connect something from inside, I think that is, you have to connect with essence love, basic well-being, the bindu. When the bindu start to circulate, then enthusiasm comes, not excitement. Excitement is not healthy. It's like a sugar. Enthusiasm is like a protein. Slowly grow muscle. So when you are inside basic well-being, okayness shine, then enthusiasm comes. Inspiration comes. Then you connect with something outside, meaningful things. But if inside completely locked or blocked, trying to look in meaning or inspiration outside, you get excited for few days, then it will go down because the inner connection is not there.
Okay, Rinpoche, it sounds like it's time for us to start wrapping up.
Yes.
So on behalf of everybody here and behalf of all of your students from all of these years, thank you so much for teaching and teaching in a way that is so creative and so needed these days. I can remember you and I were sitting at my home, I think it was 20 some years ago, and I was complaining about fatigue and travel. And you immediately said, and I asked you, how do you do it? And you said, I rest in my inner home. That has stayed with me all these years. And this is what you're talking about it still. So it's so helpful, more helpful now than ever, I think. So Rinpoche, thank you so much for this and all that you have done to support your students and Mingyur Rinpoche's world. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You have a very good teacher, Mingyur Rinpoche and team of Tergar. I really admire, doing very well. And many people are, practicing. So I feel very proud of all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Rinpoche.
Keep going, keep doing.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rinpoche. Thank you so much, Tim, for being here with Rinpoche. So before we go, we've got a few bits of information. So if you want to join in some future events with Tergar International. So this event with Rinpoche is part of Tergar's Blueprints of Awakening transmission. So it's focused on the core principles of Vajrayana Buddhism. So Jiva's just shared the slides. So this is part of the Blueprints of Awakening immersion course. So you can join this at any time in the next few months. Mingyur Rinpoche is offering in-depth teachings on each of the 5 Buddha families, introducing how each of the 5 primary negative emotions can become medicine for our paths. So there's monthly teachings happening all the way through July, and you can learn and practice at your own pace. So next slide, please. So our next live webinar as part of this immersion series is this Friday coming, and Tim Olmsted will be here again, and he's going to be in conversation with Irene Rockwell, and she's the author of the five wisdom energies and a senior teacher in the lineage of Chogyam Trungpa Rinpoche. So, and this is a way of looking at the ancient Tibetan wisdoms and the modern psychology in the same way that Rinpoche's just been teaching. So next slide, please, Jiva. And if you want to join the immersion course, you can click on the link that will be in the chat now for a 10-day free trial. So as your subscription into the course, you get free sort of new video teachings from Rinpoche and Tergar guides. There are guided meditations and practices for daily life. You've got live webinars with Mingyur Rinpoche, Khenpo Kunga, who's one of the senior Tergar International teachers, and guest teachers. And then there's weekly live sessions bringing the community together to have conversations. There's a heart-to-heart session with Tim and Antonius and Bundo. And then Cortland Dahl, who's Executive Director of Tergar International, has Dharma Geek sessions. So it's a very rich immersion course. So highly recommended. So last slide, Jiva. And then in April, on the 10th to the 12th, Mingyur Rinpoche will be giving teachings on the Aspiration of Mahamudra text by the third Karmapa Ranjan Dorje. So it's a revered masterpiece encapsulating the whole entire Buddhist path. And it's concise, complete instruction manual used for generations to cut through confusion and awaken confidence. So in our inherent wisdom. So Rinpoche will be teaching that from his own very special way of interpreting and sharing these teachings. So please do join us in that. And if you want to join a local practice community, then you can click on this QR code. So there's many practice communities all around the world. Many of them are online and in person. So if you're practicing on your own and you want to join a group, then you can do that. Next slide. And that's it. So again, I want to say thank you so much for Rinpoche and Tim for being there with him. And then also all of my colleagues behind the scenes who helped to make this happen. And we really look forward to seeing you again at the next marquee event. So goodbye and enjoy your practice.